See that much better. Hey, what a wonderful time to play and get along with each other. What's up, man? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
I forgot. We took these teas out of everybody's room.
Oh, I ain't know what it was. I thought it was that mountain green coffee or something like that. I don't know what they call it.
Um,
Whatever they call it.
it's green tea, mountain green. I think that's like the standard.
Yeah, that's it. Mountain
It's
green.
some type of contract with somebody, and
Yeah.
they be like, "We got this for everybody."
Mm-hmm.
But no. Good morning, Sharon.
Good morning, Sharon.
My mom got us the green tea out of her room
Yeah.
and out of your mom's room
Yeah.
at the hotel.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I had ours, so I had three of them,
You
three
racked
or
you
six.
racked up, did you? I sent you the thing today
I
too.
got it.
Oh, that's where you use like the Shein thing.
I don't know if it's Sheen or Shein or
Well, autocorrect says Shein,
I
so
don't
I
know.
don't know.
It's a proper
It is.
name,
It
so
is.
I have to. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know what they call it,
I do not
and
either.
I don't know who is the top person.
Yeah.
I guess we starting there.
I haven't read it. I don't know what's
I can
going
tell
on.
you.
Oh,
That's what I'm
what's
saying.
yeah?
I
We
guess
can
we're
start
starting
there.
there. Are you ready to start
Yeah,
there?
man. Let's do it. I have no clue what's going on with that. I just saw it and thought it was interesting.
All right. So Shein or Sheen,
It's a
whatever.
clothing company, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Um,
like Temu,
no, not
not
like
like
Timu.
Temu.
Timu is like Amazon.
Yeah, it's
Anybody
like the
can sell.
Dollar General of
Yeah,
Amazon.
anybody can sell that. So there's a lot of the exact same products, by the
Is it?
way. Like same
Because
vendors.
everybody's doing the same thing.
No, that's what I'm saying. Same vendors and
Yeah.
everything. They just don't have it in warehouse like
Hmm.
Amazon does. So it has to come from wherever it is. That's what takes it so long, but that's why
Yeah.
it's so much cheaper. Good morning, Miss Tillman.
Good morning, Miss Tillman.
So,
Yeah.
some clothing designers have gotten together and are suing Shein, saying that they are stealing their designs.
Yeah.
And Shein um, notes itself as having 6,000 new items a day,
Hmm.
right? So having 6,000 new items a day, they're just mass producing stuff. So they're going online, according to the lawsuit, and it looks like that, just me being me
Yeah.
seeing stuff on the internet. They're going to people's websites, seeing their designs and taking them directly. The font might be different.
Yeah. Well, how do you prove it though? How do you
Um,
prove that they went to their website? Oh, this is a nice design. I'm gonna design it myself.
Good morning, Irene. One of the swimsuits that I saw recently, it was a black designer saying that it was stolen from her. I can't remember directly what the quote was on the swimsuit, but it was a like a chartreuse lime-ish green, like ogre green.
Yeah.
Um
I would have just said it was green, dark green,
Chartreuse is a real color. Um
like pussy willow.
Pussy willow is a real color, but that's gray. um it had like thick or something like that on
Yeah.
it, and she was selling them on maybe like Etsy or something.
Yeah.
And this person found their same swimsuit on a less thick person on the Shein website.
Yeah.
Only thing that was different was the font,
Mm.
and the girl wasn't thick.
Mm.
So apparently, because it's a group of people that they have done this to that have formed together, that's how it would be able to be a violation of the RICO Act.
I thought RICO charges were all related to drugs.
No,
It could be any organization,
it has to be organized crime,
and that's RICO.
and that makes it a RICO.
But still, though, it's they word against they. Her word against theirs.
I think that if you look at the dates for when things were
Yeah.
done,
If it's done after.
like let's just say we find, because these websites that you upload your products to keep these receipts,
Right,
right?
right.
So let's just say I made this thick swimsuit in 2019 and you didn't come out with it until 2023.
So what's the
Where you get it from?
so if okay,
And
let's
it's not a phrase that people say all the
yeah,
time.
let's just say, and I'm playing devil's advocate right now.
Obviously.
Let's just say
Usually that's my job.
it's your story, so
It's not my story, but go ahead.
so if they're like, she got this swimsuit thick, thick, thick,
Mhm.
what if they had a swimsuit similar to design, not same, similar, right?
There's
But
a
listen, let me finish.
okay.
Similar design doesn't say thick, thick, thick. It
Mhm.
says uh
Thick A, like Beyonce song.
yeah, or uh
It's still thick.
fatty.
THIQUE.
You can be like fatty, or
That's not a copyright violation.
so that's what they're getting them on, is copyright
Hmm.
violations.
It is. There was a direct quote in this article
So
that
they just need to
says
change the
the
words.
reproduced products weren't close call copies where designs are interpreted with some liberties, but they were truly exact copies of copyrightable graphic designs.
So the exact. So if they would have just changed the name to Skinny, 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 they wouldn't have be like. I mean, like
Yes, Tommy, correct.
I always go back to American Gangster when
Don't remember that film, and I own it.
yeah, that's crazy. That was one of the greatest films made
Mm.
about one of the greatest biographies I've ever seen in my life.
I bought it to watch it and never watched it.
I love that movie, love the soundtrack. But he was like, Blue Magic is a brand name. I don't care what you call it, but don't call it Blue Magic. Talking to Nicky Barnes, Frank Lucas was. And I was just like, dang, copyright infringement right there.
Good morning, Avis.
Good morning. But so yeah, it just changed the name of what you're doing, and you'll be straight.
Yes.
Ah, so they were just straight up just being lazy.
Hmm.
You already don't have to design anything. You just got to change what you say.
Hmm.
Crazy. So are they gonna get jail time, or is that just fines and fees?
I don't know. Probably just gonna be fines and fees because who do you give the jail time to?
That's what I'm saying. I always associated RICO charges to, you know,
And I looked up Rico to tell you exactly
drugs.
what it was. Um, it says the RICO Act is a federal law that provides for extended criminal penalties and a civil cause of action for acts performed as part of an ongoing criminal organization.
So it's just like a,
Once your group goes criminal, it's RICO.
it's like on Mario when you get the extra life. You hit the block and you get an extra life. You just adding on something else to the actual crime that you did.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I
What
was
was the
like,
point of RICO?
what do you mean?
Like why do it?
What do you mean? Why
Why
do
give that, like, why have it there? Like, what was the point of starting RICO?
it? So you can get organized groups off the street. I think it started for gangs, maybe.
Yeah.
And if I can group all of y'all together, then I can just
So
get a mass
so
group off the
it's more so
streets.
of this one person did something, but because y'all are all associated, I'm gonna throw all y'all in jail for what this one
No,
person did.
everybody has to do something, and it has to be part of an organization.
So the driver, if you robbed the bank, right?
No,
If you
if me and you
don't
get
use me,
okay,
use somebody named Tim.
okay, so Tim, Sean,
Alfred.
Alfred.
Alfred is a good solid name.
Tim, Sean, Alfred, right?
Yeah.
They all together and they like, I don't like Rico.
Time out for you. What if somebody had a real outrageous name?
Artika.
No, no, it wasn't Artika.
Oh, good morning, Tony.
Like a pimp named Slickback.
Okay.
Was that name? And they were planning to do something crazy, right? Do
Mm-hmm.
something criminal. And
They wouldn't you say their whole name every time?
yeah, every time.
You got to do it. I expect you to say Artika every time.
Hey, a pimp named Slickback. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So Sean, I don't remember these people's
Sean,
name.
Tim, and Alfred.
Sean, Tim, and Alfred don't like Curtis.
Yeah.
Okay,
You call him Kurt for short.
I'm calling him Curtis. I named him Curtis. So Sean, Tim, and Alfred get together and they're like, we going after Curtis family.
Yeah.
You gonna get the daddy, I'm gonna get the auntie, and he gonna get the it says your mic is out, Tommy.
Oh, is it?
It says you gonna get the nephew,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
We organize together
Yeah.
to get this family.
Right.
That's the crime. Now, if these three people went after Curtis's family separately
Yeah.
and didn't know each other, it wouldn't be a RICO act.
Interesting. I think I know what's wrong.
You think you know what's wrong?
Yeah.
Is it?
I don't know.
He said it's back on now. Whatever you did, fixed it.
I don't know.
Okay. I don't know what you did either.
I don't know.
Probably number 4. He swear he the new
Yeah, I don't know
audio.
what he be doing
He the
around
new
this time.
audio guy because he come over here and he just be
Like this morning, like the thing, my mic was turned all the way up. I was like, God, that's hot.
That's a very quiet thing to do.
It's
And
like,
then when he does it, he grabs the knob and he looks at you while he's doing
yeah,
it as if he's daring
like
you to say something
say
to
something, say something. I'll
him.
do it again. Say something. Uh, yeah, man, Rico is interesting. And I always like I pay more attention because of the Young Thug situation.
And I haven't paid attention to that yet because I mean I've seen like the little things here and there, like the girl bringing the drugs to the
Thank you,
courthouse,
Johnny.
and yes, thank you, girl bringing the drugs to the courthouse and all that stuff.
Yeah,
But it's I guess it's really not anything else going on because why is it taking them so long to pick a jury?
cause don't nobody want to do it,
You're absolutely right. I wouldn't want to do it.
man. And the
I
sad
also
part is
wouldn't be eligible.
the other part is that I would also be like, well, sir, I think you're innocent. Like it would be obvious that I'm like
And
he's
that's
innocent.
that's probably part of the issue.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be able to do it though because I've met some of them,
and then
several of them
then
actually.
you can be like you can argue that so many of these people are fans of his music,
hmm I'm not a
so
fan of
he
the
won't
music,
get a fair trial.
and then that also makes it hard to have a jury of your peers
Yep.
because then you go into the people who have never heard his music, and these people don't know anything. Like if you've not heard of him,
Yeah.
then it's hard to align you as a peer
Right.
because of his position in the music industry, maybe. But I'm gonna be honest, I know a Young Thug song. Oh, Lifestyle. I was about to say I can't name one, but I did.
Yeah.
Look at me. Rap music.
Look at you, real
What
proud, real happy.
are you looking at?
This my I feel like I'm low compared to it's so hard to do this without the mic the things in my ear.
Mm-hmm.
But then also I can't do it with the things in my ear and trying to balance our sound too.
Um,
I'm gonna just
okay.
cut me up a little bit. But
Did you,
were you through with that Shin thing?
yeah. Did you read about this LeBron James
No, I
thing?
just wanted to bring it up
Oh, okay.
because LeBron James won the ESPY award for best record or something like that. Yeah, something's going on.
You doing a lot.
I am. So he got the best record at the ESPYS or best record performance at the ESPYS, and he got that. And then I started looking into what he was doing with this I Promise School.
Mhm.
So a few weeks ago, like I know it happened in June, he opened housing for I think it was 50 um families.
Mhm.
And I was like, this is amazing what this man is truly doing with his hometown,
Mhm.
and giving back in a way that you don't see people giving back. Like,
It's like he truly gets the don't forget where you came from,
mm-hmm.
because we say that a
Yeah,
lot, but it feels like he's like, hey, let me make sure that I do right by
yeah,
my hometown.
yeah. I'm able to do right. I'm able to do this thing. Let me make sure that I do it for my hometown.
And I can appreciate it because I mean, again, a lot of what people do for their giving back to their hometown is the same type of stuff. We give a back to school thing, we do a turkey drive at
Mm-hmm.
Thanksgiving,
Yeah,
and his thing is let me educate the kids and let me get a mama somewhere to raise them.
yeah. And I thought it was cool. And the apartment ain't trash.
I haven't looked at him. I have it pulled up. I see his mama looking at a mural there.
Yeah.
But
Well, I just think that's really dope of him
mhm.
to take the time out with his foundation and say, "Hey, I'm gonna do this for
Oh,
the
this
city
is
I
nice. I
raised
see
in."
the kitchens. Like
Yeah,
that's a solid kitchen.
no, it's nice.
Mm.
It's a modern day, like they have internet, and stuff like that, and it's actually dope.
It's kind of like what I was telling you with the conversation I was having with Ace. Like it's all about the strategic partnerships.
Hmm.
Like LeBron James can get in touch with a internet company and be like, they're already offering internet for $10 if you're like on
Yeah,
food stamps when you have Xfinity. I'm not sure about other internet services, but I know Xfinity does it. You partner with them and be like, hey, can you just put it in this building? No
right,
charge.
right. Yeah,
It's a tax write off for them.
it's a tax write off, and also you build that relationship with this mogul that later on down the line,
Hmm.
hey man, I did y'all a solid. Would you do me a solid?
Hmm.
You know, um,
And it's not costing anyone. I mean, it's costing the rest of us that don't pay the $10 to offset it, but we were gonna have to pay that anyway.
yeah,
It
right.
was already a part of what we had to do, and now they get to write it off as a corporation.
Hmm. Which is a smart move, but also it's putting your money to good use
Hmm.
when you don't have to, and that's the thing that I kind of appreciate a lot more.
Hmm.
Um, it's just dope.
Hmm.
Now, the other part to that, like him actually winning that award, the best record breaking performance. Um, nothing. The only thing that I see topping that
Hmm.
is if anybody broke, if a lady breaks FloJo's record.
Yeah,
FloJo's record was, I think it's like late 80s.
and it's been standing for a long time.
Yeah, like we're 36, and late 80s was us,
Yeah.
or the verge of the late 80s. But yeah, man, like
When did
kudos to
FloJo
him.
die? She died in '98,
Yeah,
and I'm trying to see when she set the record
I want to say
in
88.
'88. Yep,
Yeah,
for
you
the
see,
100
you
and the
see how track
200.
track is to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like that's the only thing I can see because people have come close. Like I mean, like Elaine Thompson, she Thompson Hara, she came. I think she did.
Say the whole nine.
I think she did 52, 1052 or
Hmm.
1051. The record is 1050 or 1049, one of the two.
Hmm.
And I'm like, that's close.
Yeah. Good morning, Linda.
Good morning, Linda. I'm like, that's really close. Like that's you get out of the blocks faster. Like
Hmm.
you do one thing faster, you break the record type of close.
Hmm.
And so, but close but no cigar, almost doesn't count. Ain't that the song?
That's what they say.
So I'm just like I'm waiting for somebody to break that because that's gonna be amazing. I'm waiting for somebody to break Usain Bolt's record in 100. at
It's so crazy. I
9.59.
mean, it's not crazy, but like in America, right? You don't just go into places and see like any of our track star stuff up. When
Yeah.
we were in Jamaica,
Oh, you saw
Usain Bolt stuff
everything.
was
You
everywhere.
saw everything was Usain Bolt.
Mm-hmm.
But they are so like they fast. They are fast, man.
It's just like we don't celebrate track the way that they do.
I do.
Well, no, I'm saying as a culture,
Yeah.
American
Yeah.
culture doesn't celebrate track the way that they do.
Because it's more.
I mean, we celebrate sports, just not track.
I think track is more elitist almost in a sense because it's only a handful of people. It's only 8 people that can run, 9 people that can run at a time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those 9 people are the only ones that's gonna get um the last 9 to run. Those are the only ones that get any type of notoriety.
Mm-hmm.
And it's only the top 3 that are celebrated.
Mm-hmm.
And what Nelly say? 2 is not a winner and 3 nobody remembers. Which is true. So it's like the other sports, team sports, and the brands have
Mm-hmm.
been built. So we celebrate those brands because people are fans of the brand. But in track, you have to be fans of the person.
Yeah.
Like Sha'Carri Richardson,
With the exception of relays.
with the exception of relays, but they're all built off of the individual.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got US track and the US championships happened last weekend and I watched them.
All
Um
of it except for that one that didn't record.
no, I watched that one.
No, okay.
'Cause I ain't know like it didn't have a set to record,
Mm-hmm.
so I just watched it and on Peacock. But I don't know why it didn't come on like the regular channels, like how it was.
Because we don't watch it like that in America.
No, it was on CNBC. That was weird to me. They just trying to put this somewhere.
They're literally like, we got space, we'll
But
take
you
it.
think about it though, like okay, so Gabby Thomas
Mm-hmm.
won the 200, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sha'Carri Richardson was supposed to was favored to win that, but Gabby is the reigning U.S. champion.
Mm-hmm.
Had some troubles at the Olympics, didn't win that.
Mm-hmm.
She got the world league. Gabby Thomas got the world league at a track meet before.
Mm-hmm.
An hour before her race, Sharika Jackson in Jamaica broke her world lead, and then when she raced, she broke her world lead. So it's like, okay, the 200 is going to be a great race to watch because these two essentially are competing with each other,
Mm-hmm.
right? You got Sha'Carri Richardson in the 100,
Mm-hmm.
runs the fastest time this year, I think, and like she's just redeeming herself because this is the first time she made a world team.
Mm-hmm.
This girl been pro 2 years and been the number one sprinter
Mm-hmm.
for 2 years, and your third year is your first time making the team. So it's for me, it's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
For a lot of people, they be like, this is not as exciting, but
So the waiting in the heat for track is exhausting, and I think that's why I don't watch track.
and it's like it's fun. Well, you be at home watching it.
And the waiting, I'd be like, ugh,
Like it's like
just show me the race.
for me, the female sports are more competitive,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so I enjoy the female races
Mm-hmm.
more than the men's. But the men's have set it up too to where we got something to see. Not so much in I don't know what Jamaica has, but we got um Arian Knighton, who's 19 years old, blazing the track in the 200.
Mm-hmm.
You got Noah Lyles, who's reigning 200 champion. This dude, Noah Lyles, runs a race. And then after this, I'm gonna get off of it so we can go to the next thing because you
Thank
can't. You're like, I'm tired of this. But Noah Lyles runs a race, does
you.
this at the what he do? He did this at at the finish line and
Mhm.
wins the race.
Mhm.
Like it's disrespectful, but it's fun too because you're like, how did you beat him and point at him at the end? Pissed Arian Knighton off. So he's like, all right, I'm finna get this dude.
And you
So
get up there and say, "You timed me."
right, right. And so the fact that you can do that because you lose at the line.
Mhm.
I've lost at the line. I've seen so many people lose at the line. I've beat people at the line and stuff like that. And it's like, dog. Anyway, I digress, man. I love track and
I hope
field.
that one of your children decides to run track so y'all can bond over
Man,
that.
I hope so, man.
And I'm just gonna show up with my cooler
Man, I hope so.
and I'm gonna have snacks, water, and
So
Gatorade.
where you
And
want to go
that's my
next?
job. Ooh, I don't know.
It gets a little dark after this one. And then we got a bright day at the end with Jay-Z.
All right, so I guess we can go ahead and go real dark.
Okay.
That woman in Alabama.
All right.
So there was a woman, and
This happened Wednesday.
forgive me for not having her name. I'm gonna see if it
Yeah, it's in there. It's
uh
Carly.
Carlethia Russell. They call
Carly
her
for
Carly.
short.
She was driving down a highway in Alabama, in Hoover, Alabama, Interstate 459 near mile marker 11. And she saw a toddler on the side of the road. She calls 911 to tell them that this toddler is out here. She also calls a family member that says, I'm going to get out of the car to help this baby. And then she disappears.
Hmm.
The police show up. Carly is nowhere to be found. They did find her car. um, she said she was on the phone. Her mother-in-law says she got out of the car. You could hear her ask, "Are you okay?" to the
Hmm.
child, and she didn't hear anything. And then she heard Carly scream.
Mm.
Um, this feels like trafficking.
Yeah.
I hate that a child was used for this
Yeah.
because it puts you in a position to where if you see a child on the side of the road, you don't want to stop and help. And it
Right.
could really be something wrong
Right.
and not that type of situation. I'm hoping that they find her soon
Yeah.
and nothing has happened to her. But they said they found some of her belongings, including her hat and one of her wig. Um, th- they didn't find the baby. They didn't find Carly. And they said that no children had been reported missing in that area to even try to like link it.
Link it together. Yeah.
Um, and they said that a witness reported seeing a man standing beside Carly's vehicle before the police arrived. So I'm it's really scary to
Yeah.
think that you could just be out here living your life trying to be a good Samaritan.
Yeah. And that was the thing that I was talking about like a few weeks ago with the guy that was hitting the dude's mom,
Mhm.
and nobody stepped in to stop him from hitting her.
Mhm.
Like you have to make a decision.
Mhm.
And it for this young lady, she um stopped to because there's a child. Like we're supposed to be protective of our children because
If my child was on the side of the road for whatever reason,
right,
I would want somebody to stop and help my child, right?
right,
But it makes you think twice.
right.
It's like, are you just supposed to pull over and wait for the police to show up before you get out of the car?
Yeah. Or like what do you do in that sense to keep yourself safe?
Right.
Because it does sound like trafficking now that you mention it.
Hmm.
No reports of a baby missing.
And I get out of the car and you hear me scream
Right.
because I'm one of those people. If I'm about to do something halfway sketchy, I'm calling somebody to let them know, hey, I'm here. This is what's going on.
Yeah.
I need you to know where I am.
Right. And if I'm about to do something halfway sketchy, I'm probably not gonna do
Because
it.
you were
Cause I'm
never
a
going to do anything
cause
halfway
right.
sketchy.
You
I mean,
know?
I've left my sketchiness in my mostly 20s.
Yeah.
I probably done a few sketchy things in my 30s,
Yeah.
but 20 was the decade of
Yeah.
sketchy. I did a
Yeah.
lot of sketchy
Like when I
things.
was in college, I did a lot of questionable things, but it's
I
like
don't even want to say questionable. I mean, like these were like things that were like, if this turned out good, great. If
right.
it don't, oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Happy you survived that. And for me, thankfully, everything turned out on
yeah.
the good side.
Yeah.
But like just using as an example, remember I told you I got that job trying to I didn't know what the job was because I found it on the internet,
Yeah.
but it was like selling AT&T phone service door to door to
hmm
businesses. That is sketchy.
Right.
I
Right.
got in the car with somebody that I do not know to do a job interview,
hmm
on the job
Right.
interview.
Right.
Like that's sketchy. And it's not like that's some crazy wild thing,
Yeah.
but it's sketchy.
It's the wildest thing to like Sharon just said. Like it is scary to try to do good for people
Hmm.
if you can't throw money like this. It's the craziest thing. We can celebrate somebody, LeBron James. Hey,
Hmm.
you're doing a great thing. But then it's like when somebody else even does something good on a smaller scale, like her stopping because she saw a baby
Hmm.
outside where they're not supposed to be,
On the side of a highway.
asking to be hit and killed.
Right.
Like that's all we're gonna see,
Right.
And so for her to stop and say and like stop her day, let
Hmm.
me go help this baby, and for somebody to like it now that you mentioned it, like basically lured her in.
I wish she would have had dash cam, but then even that could be like sketchy because I personally don't know where the dash cam footage was saved. Does it save to a memory card?
Yeah.
Does it save on a cloud?
Um
Because I know
and
that like,
in that instance, it probably would save to a memory card because for it to save to a cloud, it has to be connected to the internet.
well, think about your car.
hmm
It has internet. So it's possible to just
Yeah.
upload to a
Yeah.
cloud. Um, but when you like look at it from that standpoint, it's like it's the person, and you have to think that the criminal is thinking 2 or 3 steps ahead of you. If they did take her, would the person not then go to the vehicle, pop the memory card out? You just never know.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's sad, and I hope they find her
I
and
do too.
find who did
I
this. And
hope they find her and find her safely.
yeah,
Like she is safe and
right,
sound.
right, right. Um, to go even darker. Well, I don't think we can go. We're getting lighter now. Um,
I hope so, because I
nah,
didn't really
man.
have a lot of contributions this week.
Yeah, yeah. It's all me.
Well, I sent you the
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 Shein thing.
Shein thing.
Let's just talk about it real quick.
What?
She opens the door. Do you not be like,
Go
dang,
go to the bathroom.
and be like, give me 15 more minutes, man. 15 more minutes, man.
I be wanting her to just not go in there and
Just
scream and
making
stuff.
all noise and just being disruptive. Um, the Gilgo, you're gonna have to go help her out.
I know.
The Gilgo beach murders happened almost a decade ago. And basically they arrested the guy this past week.
I don't know anything about.
It's basically Gilgo Beach is in Long Island, New York.
Okay.
And these murders, they made a movie about it. I
Of
didn't know
course,
that.
you're gonna watch it too, aren't you?
I am. As soon as I finish The Perfect Husband,
First off, we need to finish this Hillsong
I
documentary.
had left that alone. I finished the
It's literally 1.25 episodes. We started buffering
yeah,
around the same time that you got sleepy on episode 3.
yeah.
And you was just like, I'm out.
Yeah.
Let me go get Lily.
All right. So it's a decade.
So this was in the early 2000s.
Yeah, let's say this happened 2010, right? So um sex workers were coming up dead. It was three of them that he's charged for. Man was charged Friday in the Gilgo Beach murders on Long Island, case that has baffled investigators and captured the country's attention for more than a decade. The dude's name is Rex Heuerman, 59 years old, and was charged with 3 counts of first degree murder. I don't know how they narrowed it down. Oh, yes, I do. DNA. But I don't know how.
Dana don't lie.
I know how they got his DNA, but I don't know how they got to the point of following him too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So they got his DNA from they. He's an architect or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So they got his DNA from a pizza box that he
Mm.
threw in the trash. Like they were watching him. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know how they got to the point of watching him as a suspect for these murders. And
Yeah.
he's one, like they got him for those three,
Mm-hmm.
but they're looking into one more to see if he's a part of it. So he was arrested because his DNA from the pizza matched
I was trying to
the
pull the story
bodies.
back up and
Oh, you got it.
I couldn't. I was struggling. I
Oh,
don't know why
do
I
you
was.
have it
I
now?
have it now.
Oh,
I don't know why it
okay.
was a struggle to push that button in my phone to
Yeah,
load it,
I have no
but it
clue.
was struggling over here.
Um, yeah, but it's crazy. They say he started like he realized they were watching him, so he started googling things and Google like that's funny about your Google search that is you know
We have a. It used to be weekly. We kind of tapered off from
yeah
that.
it's
But me, Tommy, and one of my best friends used to have a share your Google history. So we'd all screenshot it, have a group text message, and laugh about the ridiculous things
yeah
that
that
we're
we look
searching.
up. Oh man, like your Google history, boy. You look up weird stuff, man.
Mine lately has just been how to spell things. Like
Yeah,
I just do voice
yeah,
and then let it search the word that I said, and I'll be like, "Oh, that's how you spell it," and then continue
yeah.
typing it in whatever I'm typing it in.
But like he realized that somebody he was like using burner phones and stuff like that. So
Do you know anything that was in his Google search history?
how to can the police search a burner phone? Can they search it
I
like
would have never thought. Oh, I guess I don't have a burner phone. So.
right, right. It was another one too that was like, you did this. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I can't remember what the other one was.
Is it in the article?
I don't think it's in the article. 'Cause I heard it off of CNN, which made me look the article up. And
No, they don't have it in the article.
man, but I was like, this dude did this, and he's saying that he didn't do it, which
Of course.
you're supposed to.
He has permits for 92 guns.
Yeah, that don't make sense, does it?
I mean,
I don't know.
unless you're a gun dealer,
Hey,
like
mama.
you selling guns.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Um.
Good morning, children.
Yeah. Right. Chilling. She threw me off with the children. I am 36.
You are still her child.
I know it's fine. I talked to her yesterday. She's funny.
You'll see her today.
Patronizing sex workers, man. I don't understand what you kill them for. That's just I think that's just pure evil. Pure
You went right back dark again.
pure evil. But yeah, so they got him and now he's on trial for 3 first degree murders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's about all I got with that one though. I didn't know it was a documentary until I just randomly was like, oh, they did a movie about this. Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. They got a movie about Lake Lanier coming out too.
I saw that. Like
Did you
I've been
see?
seeing the stuff about it over the last few years when they started working on it.
Yeah,
I am very interested to watch it. I've never been to Lake Lanier,
I've been once. I
and
never wanted to get in because of like you're always hearing about it. You know what I'm saying? Like Usher's ex-wife,
Mhm.
whose son died in Lake Lanier, she was like, "Why don't y'all like petitioning to drain it?"
Mhm.
And I was like, "What? Like what? I don't know how you. What's the? I don't know how you drain a lake or what goes
Uh,
into draining a lake.
it's it's a overflow from
A bigger mass of water.
what is the thing called? A dam. There
Yeah,
was a dam, or they built a dam to basically flood out this area to keep another area from overflooding. If I'm
yeah,
not mistaken, that's the story of Lake Lanier.
yeah,
And there's allegedly a town
yeah.
that they drowned out, a black town at
Right.
that they drowned out over the lake.
Yeah,
I had to look into this a little bit more before this documentary comes out,
yeah.
but I am interested in going to watch the documentary. Yes, I don't know what that's for.
And I don't know. She see that we're doing something, and that's what she do. Good morning, Lily. Lily. Good morning.
And tell them good morning.
Thank you.
Good morning.
But yeah, I'm interested to see. I'm interested to see if they not drown it, but
Drain it.
drain
They're
it.
not gonna drain it.
If they did, what's underneath? Because it's a probably a bunch of dead bodies.
Mm-hmm. Huh?
Because
No, they're not draining it.
it's probably all them dead bodies that like we hear about somebody dying up there every year.
Mm-hmm.
They closed it off. Now you can't even get in it.
Yeah. I remember telling April I wanted to do the Margaritaville thing there,
Yeah.
and she was like, "I am not going on Lake Lanier." I was like, "All right, so I guess we're
Lily,
not doing that." Can you stand up?
Lily,
Thank
get your
you.
butt out the screen, man.
If you're gonna stay down here, you got to sit down. Okay. You want to go back
Um,
upstairs and watch Trolls? Okay.
mm-mm.
You want your blanket?
um. So yeah,
That is not my
um,
blanket.
I no, it's not. I'm just curious to see what's gonna happen with that. I'm extremely curious to see the movie
Hmm.
to see how they depict like why the lake is so evil because they're supposed to be like a scary movie.
They were like the souls of the families that y'all drained are snatching people down.
Yeah,
I was like, y'all went real dark with this
y'all
too.
did, y'all did. So
Like I gotta look into it more. I found an article. Oh, well, not an article. I found like a blog post a long
yeah,
time ago, which of course blogs don't have to be accurate because
right. It's somebody's opinion.
it's somebody's opinion on what they feel like happened.
Right,
So
right.
um they were like the most detailed thing that I saw.
Oh yeah,
But I don't think I finished it because I always try to read stuff late at night and then I fall asleep.
yeah. It doesn't have to be late at night for me.
You are absolutely
I
right.
fall asleep.
What are
Um,
you doing?
yeah, that's funny that we went from there to Lake Lanier, and
Mm-hmm.
I've only been up there once. I was like not interested in coming up here.
Yes.
What else we got?
Your elbow.
Let's do two more things. We get on out of here, man.
Okay.
This heat wave that's happening.
Thank goodness that it's not as bad here as it is like in Texas.
Oh, but it's terrible though.
No, I'm saying like in Texas though. Have you seen what their
Have
temps
you
are?
have you seen like Nevada is about to break a record?
I know.
I think Las Vegas specifically.
But if I'm not mistaken, Nevada's not as humid.
I don't care, man.
No,
if
no,
the
no. I'm just
degree thing,
saying.
yeah. If the degree thing say 100, they've been 100. Like their temperatures have been 100 plus.
Uh-huh.
I think they said for 18 days
Yep.
straight. The record is 18,
Mm-hmm.
and for weather, those are two records you don't want to break.
Do you hear her?
What?
She's reciting her ABCs.
Is those are two
Full
weather.
song.
Those are two records you don't want to break.
Nope.
The high, you don't want to have the high record, and you don't want to have the low record.
Mm-mm.
But it's like it's crazy. Like, have these heat waves happened before?
Uh, there have been heat waves before. Go get it out of the kitchen.
Has a heat wave happened? Like I remember a few years ago, it was hot where stuff was melting in India. Like the cars were basically melting.
I don't
because it
remember
was
that.
so hot. You
I,
don't remember that? You gotta
that
look it up.
that doesn't mean I didn't see it. I just don't remember it.
It
Because I
was
remember a lot of things,
yeah.
but I
You
remember
sure
things
do
that are
because
important
I don't
to my life, not
yeah.
just like
I just
being.
remember that.
Yeah.
And I was like, dog, that's hot. And so
Okay, they're
glad.
ready now. They should be dry.
I was so glad that it wasn't that where we lived.
Lily wanted to show you guys. She painted popsicles. So
Literally looking at the camera like, who you talking
here you go.
to?
You're welcome.
All right, go put it up.
You can sit them over there. Okay.
Thank you,
They
love.
are ready now.
Um, but yeah, man, this heat wave in Nevada being in 100 degrees weather, the advisory or the warning,
Hmm.
the the thing like that, it was like you should stay in the house, stay cool from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's like, damn, just don't go outside.
I mean, I feel sorry for people that have to be outside.
Yeah, they were saying people at like jobs have like canceled. I know the zoos, some zoos have altered their hours because it was so hot. They was watering an elephant, at one of the zoos because it was just too hot for the elephants to be outside.
Lily Miss Sharon said, "Good job on your popsicles." Yeah, you tell her thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
um. So yeah, man, it's just this heat wave is something interesting, man.
Hmm.
Hopefully it goes away.
It's sad though because this is the time that like kids are at home and you want to do all the outdoor things with them,
Hmm.
and they just can't.
Man, one kid they had on CNN this morning. He described it as somebody pouring hot sauce, like the taste of hot sauce,
Hmm.
just pouring it on you.
Hmm.
And I was like, dog, if you think about a kid's imagination, like I know hot sauce is hot.
Hmm.
And if somebody poured this on me, that's how it feels outside. I was like, good grief, man. But yeah, it was a
I try to limit my time outside. Me and Lily were outside. Well, not outside, but we were out yesterday for a few hours. And when we came back in, I was like, "Oh my god, I just want to sit down."
yeah, yeah.
Okay, I
I don't
don't
know
know what
what
she.
she
I
just said.
don't know either. She whispered it.
Yeah. All right, man. So this last thing, man, the Book of Hove. I'm a Jay Z fan, and to see that the Brooklyn Library, um, Rock Nation put it on, like paid for it and everything like that. Nothing came from the city or anything like that, but they put a exhibition of Jay Z, like his lyrics were like I don't know if they were painted or plastered on the outside of the library,
Hmm.
which I thought was dope.
I saw the statue
Yeah, it
of
wasn't a
him throwing
statue,
up the rock, whatever it is. It's not.
like the hand
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, I saw that too. I thought I was like, I didn't know what they were doing. I thought it was a
When I
delta.
first when I first saw it, I was like, "Is this a Delta's
Yeah,
hand?"
right.
I was like, "That don't look like a
Right,
Delta's
right. It
hand."
definitely looks like a man's hands, but I thought it was a delta sign. But um they Rock Nation put this on for Jay-Z um to his surprise.
Hmm.
But if you like look at it and look into the exhibit, like this is cool.
When we're finished.
This is cool. Like they used his words to, show off creativity and art. And like a lot of people think rap music isn't art, it's just people just talking or something like that.
Mhm. It's been 50 years. I feel like they should move past that.
Yeah, yeah,
There
yeah.
are some that's just out here saying
Like,
nothing.
dude, man, I sent Steve and Greg the double XL freshman cipher
Mhm.
garbage can.
I don't even know who any of those people are. I looked at it,
Did you?
like not the cipher, but like
The
who's
people,
in the freshman
yeah.
class. I was like, who are these people?
I was like, why? Why you put these people in there? They got a children's wing. Basically has a Jay Z inspired station for the library's youngest patrons. Like, so they got stuff over there Jay Z inspired. Um,
I wish more libraries would do things like this.
Yeah, and the crazy part is it's like Jay-Z has really um changed his life in a manner that he's now
Celebrated.
celebrated, because at one point in his life he was the villain.
I appreciate not just the celebrating. You want Chick-fil-A? Okay. I one of the things that I okay, we'll go to Chick-fil-A. One of the things that I appreciate though is that he's able to get his flowers. We're
Mm-hmm.
not celebrating him
Right,
in death.
right, right. I can appreciate that too, and that's why I really like this. I wish they would like do it everywhere,
Mm-hmm.
and so they make it so it'll be cool from, it don't cost me an arm and a leg to just go up there and see that, because it's free.
Yeah.
It's at the public library. They got like library cards. This will be a time I'm like, yeah, I gotta go get me a library card, dog. uh, they got library cards for it. Just a whole he. This is for him being nominated for an Emmy for Rihanna's performance at the Super Bowl, because he produced that
I
or
didn't
helped
know
produce
that.
it. Yeah, he was behind that, which makes sense. It's Rihanna.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, man, and it's they were. I think they were trying to do something at the Marcy branch, like he's from
The
lived
Marcy
over there,
projects.
and so but they chose the bigger one, and it's dope.
I
It's
really wish though it would have been the local one
yeah,
because that's the inspiration. Not just to say that it's not inspiring to know that he came from there and
yeah,
you too can make it,
yeah,
but being able to have the close proximity to do it,
yeah.
like to go to see it.
No, I think it's really dope
The
about that.
older I get, the more hyper aware I have become of how difficult it is to do things
Yeah,
when people don't have the resources,
yeah,
because it's like even a matter of how people are like, y'all shouldn't eat this bad food, and then they live in a food desert,
yeah.
and you're like,
You kind of like stuck to what you gotta
like
eat.
how will they get there? Like
Right,
they could have the desire to go to the grocery store. How do they get there?
right.
And so, hey,
Lily,
what are you talking about?
Lily sees herself.
Yeah, but what is she talking about?
She's talking. She's talking to herself for sure. I know she is.
But like just being hyper aware of
Get your
those
finger out
things,
your mouth,
and
Lily.
you
Thank
want
you.
to see them have the accessibility to it,
Yeah,
but you understand why they want to do it
right,
at a different branch because it draws more people at a larger branch,
right,
like
right.
the main library.
Yeah. Nah, I think I think it's dope, and Jay Z is one of my favorite artists. Just because his music grew with him, and the things that he does are great examples of making great financial decisions.
So this exhibit, it's not exhibit, this stays like this is a permanent
No, no,
fixture
no, no. It's not a permanent fixture, but it's like time being. They haven't set a
on
from this
any
date to
day.
this date. So
I asked that because that would be on a bucket
a bucket
list.
list to go see. Yeah,
Like if you're don't have a trip planned to New York anytime
yeah.
soon, like
Like
being able to go do it on your
if
next
we
trip,
were planning to go to New York,
it would absolutely
it
be
would
on the
be
list.
like we gotta go see this.
Yeah. No, I get it.
You know. So yeah, you did.
You took a bath.
Okay, Lily, you are clean. Well, anyway, that's all I had, man.
You got some soap. Okay. All right.
That's all I
I'm
had.
getting
Did
hit
you
in the
have
face.
anything?
I don't have anything. We're about to get this show on the.
Yeah,
You got my face.
we gonna
Okay.
get this show on the road. Um, Again, appreciate you guys coming and joining the live with us on the coffee break. Hopefully, you guys have enjoyed it just as much as we did. Um, Also check out our other like the stuff on our channel. Just check it out. We're trying to get ready to love. We haven't posted in a minute.
I mean, we do these every
Yeah, we
Saturday.
do these, but check out all the other stuff too. What else we got going on? We got some stuff coming, so be on the
And
lookout
it's
for that.
already done, thank God.
Yeah, we just got to continue doing some more stuff. But yeah, we love you guys. We appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys have a great weekend. Do something fun, but stay cool because this heat wave is real. And we are out.
Lily, tell everybody bye bye.
Peace.
See you next week. You gonna whisper that?
She wasn't sure on the words.
She
See
was
you
like,
next
see
week.
you next week.
Love you guys. Peace.
Bye, y'all.